What's up, Turbo Rivers? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel of Car Enthusiasts, guys. Before we get started, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and press that bell notification icon so you don't miss out on any of my future uploads, guys. This is for the mid-size sedan lovers. Heads up, Hyundai Verna is about to get a big facelift. The 2026 facelifted Verna has been spotted multiple times in India under test, and from spy shots and media leaks, it looks like Hyundai is serious about keeping it competitive in looks, tech, performance, and safety. In this video, I'm walking you through everything we know so far. Confirmed updates, expected changes, what stays the same, price predictions, and whether this facelift makes sense or if the current model is still a better buy. Stick till the end, especially if you are deciding whether to wait or buy now. The current generation of Verna has been around for a few years, and while it's modern in 2025, the competition is getting tougher. A mid-life refresh helps the car stay relevant without full re-engineering, but still deliver noticeable upgrades. For buyers in 2026, the facelifted version could offer a better blend of freshness plus proven reliability. Also, given rising costs and changing buyer expectations, a facelift helps Hyundai reassert the Verna as a modern sedan in the C segment rather than an older one. According to recent media coverage, the facelifted Verna is expected to launch in early 2026. Current ex-showroom price range of Verna in India is roughly 10.69 lakhs to 16.98 lakhs, depending on variant and engine. Based on the usual pattern and cost of upgrades, many expect the facelifted version to sit slightly above that, maybe from around 12 lakhs to 18 lakhs ex-showroom, depending on variant and features. Bottom line, expect a modest premium over current model. Reasonable, provided the new features justify it. What's changing externally? Let's explore. Hyundai Verna is likely to get a bolder grille, taking inspiration from Hyundai's newer global model sedans, paired with bigger projector headlamps and sleeker LED DRLs, updated tail lamp graphics, a possible boot-lid mounted spoiler, and revised bumper styling. Alloy wheels and minor trim bits may also be refreshed, improving the premium sedan feel. The overall silhouette and body shell are expected to remain the same, so this isn't a generational jump but a smart mid-life cosmetic and styling upgrade. What the facelift seems to bring indoors, and these are likely the bigger feel-good upgrades. Inside the spy testing mule, there is a curved dual screen setup similar to what you see in the newer SUVs from Hyundai. Reports say two screens, likely 12.3-inch each, one for instrument cluster and the other for the infotainment. Expect a refreshed dashboard layout, possibly a D-cut steering wheel, updated upholstery, better finishing, making the cabin feel more premium. On features, speculation suggests that a facelift could bring connected car tech plus smarter UI, possibly wireless Android Auto, Apple CarPlay on higher trims, since even current Verna versions with the higher end features already support modern infotainment plus connectivity. Comfort and convenience features are likely to be retained or improved. Think AC, power windows, cruise control, driving modes, and perhaps even more comfort-oriented amenities in top trims. Basically, interior and tech upgrades are the real value adders in this facelift, more than just looks. According to multiple credible sources, the engine lineup is expected to be carried over unchanged. A 1.5-litre naturally aspirated petrol and a 1.5-litre turbo petrol. The NA engine delivers around 115 horsepower with 144 Nm of torque. The turbo variant pushes up to 158 horsepower and 253 Nm of torque. Transmission options. For NA petrol, 6-speed manual or IVT CVT style automatic. For turbo petrol, 6-speed manual or a 7-speed dual clutch automatic transmission. The claimed fuel efficiency range stays attractive, 18.6 km to the liter to 20.6 km to the liter, depending on the engine or transmission. According to at least one report, there may be some tweak or new transmission option, but nothing solid, so don't expect radical changes under the hood. Bottom line, performance and powertrain remain tried and tested. What you pay for is freshness in design and tech rather than a mechanical overhaul. The facelift is expected to continue with at least the safety standard of the current generation. On top trims, there are rumors of new safety driver assist features, possibly a level 2 ADAS suite, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, collision warning, driver attention warning, etc. Given the dual screen dashboard, expect improved UI for safety and convenience features. If Hyundai prices it right, the facelifted Verna could become one of the most feature-rich sedans in its class. When the facelift lands, its main rivals will still be fellow C-segment premium sedans. When it launches, the facelifted Verna will continue to fight the usual suspects. Honda City, benchmark for space, comfort and reliability, but weak on features and performance compared to Turbo Verna. Volkswagen Virtus, strong build, great driving dynamics, solid 1.5 TSI, but service network and running costs worry a lot of buyers. Skoda Slavia, similar story as Virtus, great to drive and good engines, but not as feature loaded, and Hyundai still wins on showroom reach and after sales confidence. Verdict: if the facelift brings what's expected, Verna could become the sweet spot for buyers who want a balanced sedan, good power, modern features, reasonable price, and a brand plus service network that's widely accessible. Now, what's the verdict? You should wait for the facelift if you want the latest features, dual screen, ADAS, modern design. You're buying in 2026 or later, paying a bit extra for freshness makes sense. Features and feel good tech matter to you more than lowest possible price. You should buy now if you find a good discount. Often dealers offer end of year schemes. You don't care about dual screens or minor cosmetic changes. Mechanicals stay the same and current Verna is still a solid package. You care about cost effectiveness, same engines, similar performance but lower price or better negotiated on-road cost. For many buyers, especially value conscious ones, current Verna could still make sense even after the facelift. What's still unclear and what should we watch for? Hyundai hasn't officially confirmed many details yet, so dual screen size, ADAS features, final transmission list, pricing could still change before launch. There is no confirmation of diesel, still only petrol engines. As with current Verna, if you want diesel, you'll need to look elsewhere. Real world data for the facelift will only become clear after users start driving it. Specs and brochures only tell part of the story. Pricing at dealership plus on-road costs may vary significantly because of taxes, state-wise registration, and any additional premium for the new model. Conclusion: if you ask me, the facelift seems like a smart midlife upgrade, not a revolution, but a strong evolution. Dual screens plus refreshed design, ADAS combined with known engines equals good balance of modern and proven. For someone who values features, looks, and a slightly premium sedan feel, waiting for the facelift makes sense. For someone who cares about value, cost effectiveness, or just wants a reliable sedan now, current Verna is still a valid, sensible buy. Thank you so much for joining me in this video again, guys. I really appreciate your support. What are your thoughts about the facelifted Verna? Do let me know in the comments section below. I'll see you all next one. Take care. Stay safe. Bye-bye.